You get a CV, you get a CV, you get a CV, and you get a CV. Everyone gets a CV. It's like an Oprah special. You don't have a CV yet? Why not? I mean, after all, it seems like Wargaming was giving them away like candy. That's right, if you bought a Naval Aviation premium container, there was a good chance you got one, two, or even all of the Tier 8 premium carriers. Even if you didn't buy one, you might have gotten one in an in-game drop. Yes, players now have a nice shiny Kaga, Enterprise, Graf Zeppelin, or Saipan sitting in port. Even players that have never played CVs before. What could possibly go wrong? I mean, putting premium carriers in the hands of players that have never played carriers before. That's a good idea, right? First, let's look at the good side of this. A lot of players are getting a premium ship or ships that at one point cost a lot of money in the premium shop. Graf Zeppelin at one point had reached mythical legendary status. And now, a lot more players have them. I mean, it's nice that Wargaming made it so easy for players to snag one of these premiums. Of course, there's likely an ulterior motive for this. One can speculate and don the tinfoil hat. This move was obviously done to get more players into aircraft carriers, especially players that haven't played them before. I mean, nothing's more compelling than literally putting a carrier in someone's lap. I guarantee that players that had never played CVs before that got one will at the very least give them a try. And I can understand why Wargaming wants that. They spent a lot of time on this rework. They want it to succeed. Hell, I want it to succeed. This was a very heavy-handed approach in an attempt to do just that. The downside to this, though, I think everyone can see. Hundreds, if not thousands, of carriers in the hands of players that don't know how to use them. How exactly can this go wrong again? How will this affect rounds? Yeah, I think we know where this is headed. If you want to get players to try CVs, why not start at the beginning and give everyone a low tier CV automatically? Tier 8 premiums though, that's a pretty big gamble right there. Props to the players that got one that really wanted one though. I know there are plenty of you out there, and again, we would be stupid to look a gift horse in the mouth. This was a more than generous event than most, and I think a lot of players were pleasantly surprised they got more than they were bargaining for. We very much have that to be thankful for. It's just unfortunate that when Wargaming does something good, in-game gameplay sometimes takes a hit and suffers. Of course, this is probably all a moot point. With update 0.8.3 releasing and early access to Russian battleships, I have a feeling that CVs will take a back seat for the time being. That's either good or bad depending on how you look at things. Either way, bring on the Russian battleships. And also, I want to know what you think about these premium carriers if you got one, especially if you've never played CVs before. Have these kind of swayed your opinion on CVs, or are you still biased against them or extremely for them? Let me know in the comments. Hope you all have a phenomenal week. Zoop out.